영어 동화 세상 리틀팍스.
Fun at Kids Central. Rainy Day Energy Bars. Bobby walked into the gym after school. It was raining. So Kids Central was inside today. He wished they could go outside and play. He also wished he had brought a snack. He was hungry.
You guys look tired today. Maybe we need a snack to wake everyone up,
Miss Shelley said.
Yeah,
Bobby agreed.
My mom makes coffee when she's tired.
Nina said. Miss Shelley laughed.
We're going to make something better than coffee. We're going to make our very own Kids Central energy bars. Everyone, gather around this big bowl.
cool. We're making our own snack.
Bobby said.
We'll make the mixture all together. The instructions are on the board. Step 1. Empty 1 can of condensed milk and 2 tablespoons of oil into a bowl. Stir.
Miss Shelley read. Nina picked up an open can on the table.
Here is the condensed milk.
I've got the oil.
Jason measured 2 tablespoons of oil and poured them into the bowl.
Stir.
Step 2. Add 2 cups of toasted oats. Stir.
Nina picked up a bag of toasted oats.
How much is 2 cups?
Bobby handed her a measuring cup.
Fill this up twice.
1, 2. There!
Nina grinned.
This is fun!
Step 3. Add 1 cup of puffed wheat. Stir.
Jason measured 1 cup and added it to the mixing bowl.
Cool! That was easy. Step 4. Add half a cup of chopped nuts. Where are the chopped nuts, Miss Shelley?
Izzy asked.
Here are the chopped nuts. We're using sliced almonds.
Miss Shelley handed her the bag of nuts. Izzy added them to the mix.
Step 5. Make it sweet. Add chocolate chips and raisins.
Nina read.
Ooh, I love raisins. Don't forget step 6. Add 1 cup of sunflower seeds.
Miss Shelley reminded them.
And don't forget to stir, stir, stir.
Izzy said.
I am stirring, stirring, stirring.
Nina said.
Spread onto a grease baking pan. How do you grease the pan, Miss Shelley?
Bobby asked.
Pour some oil onto a paper towel.
She answered.
Then rub it around the bottom of the pan.
Miss Shelley gave him a paper towel.
Now we press the mixture down like this.
Miss Shelley pressed her palms firmly on top of the mixture.
We're ready to bake.
Miss Shelley lifted the pan into the toaster oven.
Bake for 25 minutes at 175 degrees Celsius,
Bobby said.
What will we do for 25 minutes?
Jason asked.
Let's play soccer. Girls versus boys,
Bobby shouted.
boys win!
Jason and Bobby slapped hands.
Something smells good.
Bobby cried.
It's our snack!
Miss Shelley said.
It's ready for the final step.
Cut into bars and enjoy.
Bobby read.
That means eat. Maybe staying inside isn't so bad after all.
Miss Shelley cut 12 bars. Everyone took an energy bar.
Wow, we made a really good snack.
Izzy said.
Yeah, and now I have lots of energy.
Added Bobby.
Let's go play more soccer.
Fun at Kids Central. A nice day for s'mores. Izzy and Nina were swinging high on the swings. They had just met at Kids Central a few weeks ago. But Izzy liked Nina.
Fall is my favorite season.
Izzy said.
Yeah, I love fall too.
Nina agreed.
Girls, come get your sit-upons. You'll need them soon.
Miss Shelley called. It was time for the Kids Central activity of the day.
I wonder what we're doing.
Izzy said. Miss Shelley was holding a brown paper bag. She wore tall rubber boots.
Out to the woods we go,
she said. Everyone followed Miss Shelley onto a path. The path went into the woods.
Here we are,
Miss Shelley said.
our campground for the day.
What are we doing here?
Izzy asked.
Can we put our sit-upons anywhere?
Bobby asked.
Anywhere that looks comfortable to sit.
Miss Shelley answered. Miss Shelley emptied her shopping bag onto the ground.
For today's activity, we'll use a fire, marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers. Can anyone guess what it is?
S'mores!
Bobby yelled.
My favorite!
Yum! My family makes s'mores when we go camping.
Nina said.
What's a s'more?
Izzy asked.
What's a s'more?
Nina repeated, shocked.
You're in for a treat today, Izzy.
Miss Shelley smiled.
First, I'll make the fire. You should each find a long, skinny stick. Brush off any dirt. You can peel off the bark if you'd like.
Miss Shelley instructed.
Oh, I found a perfect one.
Nina said, brushing off a long stick.
We use these to roast the marshmallows.
Jason told Izzy.
Yep, you put the marshmallow on the end of your stick, like this.
Bobby showed Izzy how to stab the marshmallow. Izzy held up her stick.
Okay, now what?
Now, let's roast these marshmallows.
Miss Shelley said.
Hold your stick carefully over the fire, but not in the fire.
I like mine gooey and dripping. That's the best.
Nina said.
No way! Totally burnt and crispy on the outside is the best.
Bobby said. Izzy screamed.
Miss Shelley, my marshmallow is on fire.
Don't worry, Izzy. Just blow it out like a birthday candle.
Miss Shelley calmly took Izzy's stick and blew out the small flame.
So this is a s'more?
Izzy asked, holding up her burnt marshmallow.
Not yet. Now we take 2 graham crackers.
Nina said.
And a piece of chocolate.
Jason added.
Put your chocolate on 1 graham cracker. and put your marshmallow on top of the chocolate.
Bobby showed her how.
Then put your other graham cracker on top like a sandwich. And squish it together.
Nina squished her sandwich. Melted chocolate dripped out of one side. Izzy and Nina laughed.
S'mores are so good.
Izzy wiped marshmallow off her lips.
Aren't they? They're perfect for a fall day.
Miss Shelley smiled. Izzy looked around at the pretty fall leaves. Then she looked at her new friend, Nina. Miss Shelley was right. Everything was perfectly perfect. Fun at Kids Central. Time for tissue paper flowers. Izzy was jumping around the gym. She was pretending to be her pet frog, Gerpy.
Gurp, gurp.
She called. It was the second to last day of school. That meant it was also the second to last day of Kids Central.
Attention, frogs and race car drivers.
Miss Shelley called.
We are ready to make today's craft, tissue paper flowers.
Bobby pulled a dirty tissue out of his pocket.
I've got a tissue right here. I just blew my nose on it.
Not that kind of tissue, Bobby.
Miss Shelley said.
We're going to use clean wrapping tissue.
She pointed to the colored tissue paper on the table.
Gurp. I mean, great.
Izzy said. Nina giggled.
You kids are too silly today.
Miss Shelley said, shaking her head.
Okay, let's make our flowers. First, fold one end of your tissue paper about 3 centimeters. Then flip the tissue over. Next, take the same edge you folded before and fold it 3 centimeters the other way. Then flip it back over and fold again. Keep repeating this until you have folded the entire tissue. Now, wrap one end of your pipe cleaner around the middle of your folded tissue.
Miss Shelley said.
Then carefully pull apart the folds and you've got a pretty flower.
This is easy.
Izzy said. She was making a green flower.
I'm going to make another one.
Izzy reached for another piece of tissue paper.
Attack!
Bobby yelled as he jabbed Jason with his paper flower.
Hey!
Jason grabbed his flower and poked Bobby back.
Boys, these are flowers, not swords.
Miss Shelley said sharply.
Miss Shelley, can you help me? I can't pull my tissue apart.
Nina said. While Miss Shelley helped Nina, Izzy made 3 more green flowers. When she finished, she tied all of the ends of the pipe cleaners together. Then she made 4 more flowers and tied those ends together too.
Look!
Izzy called out.
I'm a frog princess.
She was wearing a crown of green flowers.
And you're my frog prince.
She dropped another crown over Jason's head.
Gurp!
Jason chased Izzy around the gym.
I'm not your frog prince.
He yelled.
Ooh, ooh, Izzy and Jason sitting in a tree.
Bobby began to chant. Miss Shelley stood up.
Izzy, Jason, Bobby, what is going on?
Izzy and Jason stopped running. Bobby stopped chanting. They stared at Miss Shelley.
We were going to go outside for our treat today, but I don't know if you three deserve it,
their teacher said. She was serious.
I was thinking about Gerpy.
Izzy said.
And I thought, what if Gerpy became a frog prince and I became a princess? So I made Jason be a frog prince. Sorry.
Miss Shelley sighed.
Okay, let's clean up and go outside.
When it was time to go, Izzy tapped Miss Shelley on the arm.
Here.
She handed Miss Shelley a bunch of tissue flowers.
We decided that you deserved the treat today.
Gerp?
Said Miss Shelley.
I mean, thank you, Frog Princess.
Fun at Kids Central. Yarn pumpkins. Nina stomped her boots on the floor. Her mom had forgotten to pack her sneakers, so she had to wear these hot boots all day. Nina's baby sister, Lulu, took up most of Mom's time now.
Baby first,
her mom always said.
Nina, please join us for the craft,
Miss Shelley said. Nina slowly walked over. The table was covered in orange, brown, and green.
It looks like a pumpkin patch,
Izzy said.
We're going to make yarn pumpkins,
Miss Shelley said.
Everyone will work with a partner. The pumpkins have to dry overnight, so it will take 2 days. Bobby, I'll work with you.
Izzy and Jason were partners. Ethan looked at Nina.
Want to be partners?
Nina blushed.
Okay.
She looked at the instructions.
First, blow up a balloon about halfway. This will be the size of your pumpkin.
Nina blew up her balloon halfway.
Tie a piece of yarn to the balloon and hang it from a stick,
Ethan said. Nina tied the string while Ethan held the stick.
Great. Now, dunk 1 string of yarn into your glue bowl,
Miss Shelley said.
You can use a plastic fork to help with the dipping.
Nina gently slid the yarn through the plastic fork. She giggled as she dipped.
This part is fun.
One partner holds the stick. The other wraps the yarn around the balloon. Carefully press the yarn's ends down on the balloon. They must stick,
Miss Shelley said. Nina dipped more yarn into glue.
Now we repeat the steps one more time,
Ethan said.
You can make a few more pumpkins,
Miss Shelley said.
The pumpkins must dry overnight, so we'll finish them tomorrow.
I want to make 4 pumpkins,
Nina said. She blew up 2 larger balloons. Then she blew up 1 very small balloon. Finally, everyone set their sticks on the table. The pumpkins had to dry. The next day, Izzy pointed to Nina's dried balloons.
A baby pumpkin! Cute! Is that baby Lulu?
Jason asked. Nina was surprised.
You can tell?
No, I mean, is that baby Lulu?
Jason pointed to the gym door.
Mom!
Nina jumped up.
Shh, she fell asleep.
Nina's mom whispered.
So I decided to pick you up early. Does that mean you can help me with my craft?
Nina asked hopefully.
Yes.
Nina showed her the 4 pumpkins.
What a beautiful family of pumpkins,
Nina's mom said.
It's our family,
Nina said. Miss Shelley showed everyone how to push on the dry balloons to release them from the yarn. Next, they cut a hole at the top to let out the air. Then they pulled out the balloons.
Now make vines and a stem.
Miss Shelley said. Izzy wrapped a green pipe cleaner around each pointer finger.
Curly vines.
Nina and her mom picked up their pipe cleaners. Just then, baby Lulu let out a cry. Nina's mom rushed over. Nina smiled.
I guess I'll finish my pumpkins at home. Baby first.
Fun at Kids Central. April Fool's Tricks. Izzy loved playing tricks on April Fool's Day. She hurried to get to Kids Central before the other kids. Soon, Nina came in. She pulled out a chair to sit beside Izzy. Nina screamed. A huge black spider was on her seat. Izzy laughed.
April Fool!
She picked up the rubber spider. Nina laughed too.
That was a good one. You scared me.
Jason and Ethan arrived next. Jason hung up his backpack.
Watch this.
Izzy whispered to Nina. Jason and Ethan sat down. Izzy slipped something into Jason's backpack. Then she walked to the window and stared outside.
Ribbit, ribbit.
Izzy spun around.
What was that noise? It sounded like a frog.
Everyone looked at Jason's backpack.
Ribbit.
Jason went to his backpack and slowly reached inside.
It's not a frog, it's a...
Jason held out a walkie-talkie. Izzy held up another one.
Ribbit! Ribbit!
Here comes Bobby.
Ethan whispered.
Let's play a trick on him.
Izzy quickly pressed a quarter to the floor with sticky stuff. Everyone watched as Bobby came in.
Hey! I found a quarter!
He bent down and tried to pick it up. But it was stuck. All the kids laughed at the trick. Miss Shelley laughed too.
Playing tricks is fun,
She said.
as long as it doesn't go too far. Never play tricks that hurt other people's feelings.
Or tricks that damage property.
Ethan added.
That's right.
Miss Shelley said.
Can we play more April Fool's Day tricks?
Izzy asked.
Actually, we're going to make an April Fool's treat.
Miss Shelley put a skillet on the hot plate. She pointed to some slices of cake.
Everyone take a slice of pound cake. Butter it on both sides.
Nina read from the board.
Now, we brown our slice in the skillet.
Ethan went first.
It looks like toast.
Right.
Miss Shelley said. After everyone finished making the toast, it was time to make the egg. The kids spooned vanilla yogurt on top of the pound cake.
Spread it into the shape of an egg white.
Bobby read.
Then put the apricot half in the middle.
Nina grinned.
It looks like a fried egg on toast. It's like dessert for breakfast,
Bobby said.
This will be a great trick to play at home.
Izzy said.
Oh, speaking of home,
She ran to her backpack and came back with some sandwich cookies.
who wants a cookie?
I do, maybe.
Ethan took a cookie. He opened it to check for anything suspicious.
Looks okay.
He licked the icing.
Yuck, it's toothpaste.
April Fool!
Izzy laughed.
Let's go outside.
Miss Shelley said.
Izzy, will you get a basketball from the closet?
Izzy opened the closet door. She cried. Then she laughed.
That's a good one, Miss Shelley.
The other kids crowded behind Izzy. In the closet, all the balls had googly eyes.